Good afternoon, everyone. Want to come on today with a little midday perspective for y'all today as I sit here at my desk. I had a wonderful Bible study last night. Hopefully, you all were able to see it and to enjoy it. Also, if you want to support the channel, please, there's a donation link on my page, on my YouTube page, and in the body of the comment section of this video. So please donate. Allow God to bless you for donating, because all that I do, I give because God has called me to do it, and God honors those that support his children. All of his children that stand against the wall or that stand upon the wall as a unified force of God in the earth, God protects and God blesses. And that leads me to my conversation for you today. You know, friend, a lot of times God will have you in whole clown situations just for you to see his power move, for you to learn another aspect of God, and for you to delve deeper within the God that is within you, to lean stronger on that God and to provoke that God to show himself in your life. You know, it has been the situations in my life that I had to sit in that made me better. I can't even count them, y'all. I know I'm not the only one. As you grow in life, you experience things that you said you would never deal with. You know what I mean? You might have seen people dealing with certain things and you're like, I will never deal with that. But God will spin the block on you. Have you spin the block on yourself and have you sit in situations that you swore up and down that you would never deal with. I myself have been there and done that. I myself have found myself in situations that I knew were beneath me, that my ego told me, this is beneath you. And that I would have normally stepped completely over, would have told the people off, would have vindicated myself in the form of leveling out and explaining my feelings towards the disrespect or the disinterest or the lack of respect or the whatever I was experiencing from that situation. I would have told them people that they got me twisted, and I would have walked right past them into my next blessing. But sometimes God don't let you do that, friend. Sometimes enough of that is enough. Sometimes it's a new season that is upon you where you need to wield a different weapon. And that old weapon that you usually wield don't work no more. So you must depend on something new. And in order to depend on something new, at times you got to sit still and be quiet and allow God to show you that new weapon. Because you've never had to pull it out. You've never had to wield it. So you don't even know. It's just like David when he went and fought against Goliath. Saul gave him the best of armor, all of the regalia, all of the sword, the shield, the helmet, and all of this stuff, just so that he could compete toe to toe, neck to neck with what Goliath had. And David said, I haven't proven any of this. This battle is too important. I can't go amongst this man with all this stuff that I haven't even ever used. I'm going to use what I know. But there are times in your life, friend, where God will take away all of the weapons you know. He will render them powerless. He will allow the devil, Satan, to render them powerless. And you will feel angry. You will feel vulnerable. You will feel exposed, mistreated, all of these feelings, because you don't understand the totality of the situation. You don't understand at that time that it is God putting you there so that you have no choice than to be directed in using another form of defense. Many of you are dealing with this right now. I know I have. And that's why I'm coming forth with this message for you. Many of us are in seasons in life where we must use new weapons. Whether it's, when you were younger, you used the weaponry of your beauty as women. You use your shape and your face and that smile, and you get to, strutting around and catching attention. And that was your weapon for that season. But seasons change, friend. And as you grow in life, them same weapons don't have the same power that they once had. Now you got younger ones out here with that same weaponry. And it overshadowing yours, and you're going to have to pull out a new one. And the weapons that you will use in your tomorrow are all with you in your today. They're the things that fascinate you. They're the things that hold your attention for extended periods of time. They're the things that you learn about that you don't feel are burdensome, that you actually inquire about proactively within your own time, within your own free time. They're the things that you're looking into while you're laying in bed at night on your phone, or you're thinking about or talking about. Those will be your weaponry of tomorrow. And God will put you in a situation where all of those tools that you used in the past, even though you still have them, they won't be as effective. And you will be forced to pull from new tools, new weapons that you've already had, that you already had readily available, and use those as your foremost instead of defaulting to those old ones. And a lot of times in doing that, you got to sit amongst situations and people and deal with things that you never would have allowed before, because you would have defaulted to all the weaponry that you had and you've come accustomed to using to get you out of them. You love more than you'll ever know. All of us are on the wall. All of God's children are on the wall, and I'm on the wall with you. What I mean by on the wall, we are a family of believers standing together as a wall, as a unified force. I stand with you. I come before you offering you gifts that I have learned, that I have proven that work. And I'm offering you up the techniques that I have proven that work. Lastly, I did a Bible study last night about, us saying ye are gods and God, we are gods in the earth. And I'd like to just expound upon a little bit of that to you. Whether you call God Muhammad, whether you call God Yahweh, whether you call God Jehovah, whatever you call God, because God goes by many names. We're not about to sit here and act like all across this world that these tribal communities and many people that live in the remotest parts of the world are not honoring this same God, the creator of all of this beautiful garden. So there is no judgment, and there is no looking down upon anyone that ascribes to paying homage to this God. This God is the Father of all. And even Jesus himself said, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." This right here lets you know that the Father, the Creator, that there is one Creator that creates all within this one realm. Yet there is a hierarchy at hand, as with all complex systems. There is delegation, and just as Moses delegated. There is delegation in the spiritual realms. So there is no judgment. The God that is within you is the God that you are saying you are. Yet it is this force that is leading and directing you, because you yourself are not that intelligent And I'm only speaking this because I have this force in me as well. It's not like I'm imagining what someone else has. We all have it. And if I study myself, I know this force. I've taken the time to align myself very closely to this force. When I call on this force, it comes quickly. I know how it moves. I can smell it at times. This force is the living God that is within all of us. And it directs all of our paths. And without it, we are nothing but a bunch of bones animated. This is my message for you all today. You love more than you'll ever know. I'll never stop telling you. There's one love. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Peace and love.